everybody to the new Straight Talk. We're going to give you guys a little bit of info every Friday. We're going to come to you, give you straight talk from our hearts, from our heads, from our souls. We're really here to help you build your business, build your legacy, build your health, all things. And we're really here to hopefully give you value each and every week. Being our first one, I'd like to ask these wonderful ladies on either side of me to just do a quick little intro so people can get to know who you are and a little bit about yourself. So, Shannon, you want to give us a quick 2-minute bio and let us know what you're all about?
I can do that. Thanks, Nikki. I am happily married, 35 years, 2 beautiful children. That's the good part. The bad part is I've been through stage 4 cervical cancer, not a great childhood. There's so much to share with you. Back to the good. We live on an acreage. We've got chickens, turkeys, guinea hens, 2 dogs, and a hairless cat. So over
just
to
in case we
you.
hear the barks, it could
Yes,
be my house, or it could be her house, or it could even be Argie's. You never know.
you never know.
All right, and Miss Argie.
Hey, ladies, I'm so glad to be here. So, way to go, Shannon, kicking us off. So, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself because there's a whole lot to tell. Been in education for 45 years, been married for 25 years to my wonderful husband, goes by the name of Papa Santa. And when you see a picture of him, you will understand why he goes by that name because that's really who he is. Um, Finally retired from education, professional education from the University of Arkansas, but I'm still educating. I've started a new program called Her Life Legacy, and I work with women to leave their fantastic legacy. And most women just, when I say that word legacy, they spaz and they think, oh, it's just money and it's just jewelry and stuff. Oh, no, 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 no. It is a lot more than that. And in this straight talk, we're going to learn a little bit about that. You're going to learn a little bit more about me. I grew up on a beef cattle ranch down in Arkansas. Yes, I'm an Arkansas country girl, and I do have my shoes on today. That's the pun here. So there you go. That's just a little snippet. And yes, I do have 2 dogs laying under my feet as well.
Well, and some of you will know me. I'm Nikki. I also have been married for 20. Well, I've been with my husband for 25 years. We've been married for 21. We have 2 amazing adult boys that are busy doing grown men stuff. One doesn't live in town anymore, and one is luckily still here at the acreage with us. He is helping to wrangle the dog zoo that we have. We actually have 7 dogs in total, so things can get a little chaotic here at times. And I do social media and business coaching. I come from a background of business management and finance. Um, and we're kind of rebuilding, rebranding, and I'm excited to be putting out some new stuff this next month. So that's
Exciting stuff.
it is. We've all 3 of us have some pretty big things in the works here, guys. But today we kind of decided we were going to talk a little bit about resilience. If you hear a little bit of Shannon's story, a little bit of my story, a little bit of Argie's story, we've all been made from some tough stuff in our life, and we've all managed to bounce back. So I don't know, Archie, would you like to start today and kind of give us a little story and a little bit of mindset work that someone can work with?
Sure. Let's talk about resilience. I don't think there's a woman out there that's as strong as the 3 of us. And to put the 3 of us together, and I know that they don't exist. So Shannon mentioned in her bio that she had cancer, and so did Nikki, and so did I. Yeah. I was diagnosed with cancer, cervical cancer, when I was 25 years old. And what the doctor said was, you're too young to have a hysterectomy and blah, 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 blah. And so let's try to save it because I'm sure you want to have more children. And I'm like, I'm not sure I do, but whatever. So at the age of 38, I finally had a total hysterectomy after going through chemo and radiation and a whole bunch of other stuff. So while being a full-time mother, while being a full-time educator, while running the ranch, while doing a whole bunch of stuff. So it takes a very strong lady, and I'm not saying that I'm completely strong, but fairly strong to survive that, as have the other two. So we're very resilient ladies.
Very, very much so. Shannon?
Yes, you can't be further from the truth on that one. Resilience is just honestly part of your makeup. You have to, I don't know, put yourself in the mindset that things will get better. And they will. I was given an 18% chance of making 5 years. I have now exceeded 10 years since they told me that. I was also told, and this one really bothers me, if I'd have been older, they'd have put me in palliative care. And I don't think that's fair. If I'm the age I am now and I want to fight, I should be able to fight. So resilience is a requirement in everyday life. You need to bounce back from things, learn the lessons, but also know that you can do it.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Sorry. Myself, my cancer was very early on. It was in my teens. And then, I went through a couple of years where I really should have had a hysterectomy. And the doctors would not allow me to do it. Similar to RG's, oh, you're young, you might want more children. I even had a doctor say straight to my face when I told him, well, my husband's been fixed for over 10 years. We're not looking to having other children. It's just not in the cards. And he actually looked at me and said, well, you never know. Marriages don't last forever. Your next husband might think otherwise. I did lose it just a little bit. And I actually called Shannon when I left that doctor's appointment. And what was it? 2 days later, I was in her doctor's office, and I finally got the hysterectomy that I needed. I needed it for my body, and I was 32 years old at the time. So we were lucky that when the cancer cells the testing came back, it was all negative. They were all precancerous cells this time. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't really do something to your body when you're kicked into that and all of a sudden those parts and pieces are missing from your body. It does things to our minds, it does things to our physical appearance, our mental, capacities as well. And I mean, generally as a woman, you get kicked straight into menopause, whether they leave an ovary or not, you still get those, side effects. So, and resilience is a big part of that. I mean, that anytime anyone has a major surgery or an illness or anything like that, it can take quite a bit to, bounce back out of it. But it's really important that you believe that you can do it. I mean, if RG didn't believe that she couldn't do it, she wouldn't be here. If Shannon didn't believe that she couldn't do it and fight like hell, she wouldn't be here. And the same goes for me. So I think the big message we're trying to get across today is that, whether it's physical or, I mean, mental or health reasons, there's always things that come up in our life. And there's always going to be options to show your strength and to show your resilience. And I mean, all three of us are here. If you guys ever need to reach out, I mean, we're kind of developing this new community of strong women. We really love and want to support you guys, and help you get stronger in your passions, stronger in your legacy, stronger in your health, your business, in whatever capabilities we have to help you really make a difference in your own life and those in the lives around you. Is there anything else you guys wanted to kind of discuss today, or are we just going to keep this one short and sweet?
I think short and sweet, but by gollies, Nikki, you nailed it. You know, it takes a village to help you get over cancer. Yes, your mind has to be right, but that support is very, very important. And I was 38 when I went through my hysterectomy. And you're right about the menopause thing. It's not nice to have hot flashes when you're 68, but good Lord, starting them at 38, I thought that the devil had moved in with me. But, that's just one of the things. And I think the thing that, other than the hot flashes, that bothered me the most was that I was a university athlete, and I went from 124 pounds to 176 pounds in like 3 months' time. And I had gone back to my original doctor, and I voiced my concern about this. And his bedside manner was not very on point. What he said was, well, honey, you just need to eat less, and maybe you need to get out and exercise. And he don't know how close he came to being choked that day, but he's no longer my doctor. So,
It's so true. Unfortunately, the doctors aren't always a good fit for us. Nikki brought up that she went to my doctor. I'm scared my doctor's going to retire. He's been through everything with me. He's amazing, and he gets what needs to be done. And if you're not finding that with your current physician, seek elsewhere. It is so important to your mental and physical health to have that support, especially from the doctors.
Well, and I mean, it's really important to have someone that's going to listen to you, no matter where you are. And if you don't feel like they're actually hearing you, it's okay to go and see another doctor. I'm in a really small town. There's one local doctor. You either go to him or you go to another town. Our local town doctor is great for a lot of things. But for other things, I will drive into the city to go see another doctor. Just for the simple fact that I know that if I come to him and I say, okay, this is feeling kind of weird, or this is how I've been feeling, it doesn't feel right, he'll look into it. And he's not just going to go, oh, it's just your age, or go, you need to walk more, or, like RG's doctor said, maybe eat a little less. A lot of doctors run to the easy fix, or they're really quick to hand out prescriptions. And I'm not one of those girls that like to take prescriptions. If there's a natural way for me to deal with something, I would far more choose that route. However, I'm also well aware of the fact that sometimes you just need prescription meds. There's been plenty of times that I've just needed it and I've had to accept it because I wouldn't function without it. But it's that happy medium. I think that, we're really lacking, especially when it comes to women's care. They expect you to be tough like a man, and but they don't really look into the things that, well, sometimes we're a lot tougher. We go through things that men would never go through. And I mean, you see the reels. Have you ladies seen those reels where they put period stimulators on men?
Yes.
Or, birthing contractions simulators on men? I don't think any one of us acted like that when we were giving birth. I mean, if you'd acted like that, I mean, the doctors would be giving you a little nighty night and they'd be helping you have that baby without the hysterics. You know, so there's something to be said for the resilience. I mean, all three of us have had children, you know, and that in itself comes with a little bit of a badge of honor, I gotta say.
Not a small badge. I'm going to put a great big old star on our foreheads because we deserve to have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, guys, if you have any questions, you can always reach out. We are streaming on multiple platforms. We are going to have a few dedicated areas that we're going to stream more and more as time goes on. But yeah, we'll be here every Friday. If there's a specific topic you want us to discuss, you can reach out to myself or RG or Shannon, and we're happy to cover it and give you guys your Friday Straight Talk.
Yay.
So,
And
all
ladies,
right.
please know that this is a safe space. We are willing to discuss anything. So bring it to us. We will discuss it with you or for you. Whatever you need, we will help you out. We're available to you.
Absolutely. And if you don't want your name mentioned, you need a safe space, we are more than happy to keep that, you know, private. Your information will not be shared unless you specifically ask us to bring it up and give you credit for it. But this really is designed to be a safe space. Again, health, business, legacy, friendships, relationships, the whole works, guys. We're here to help you grow and help you get the tools that you need so that you wake up in the morning and you're like, let's go. I got this.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. We'd love to know if you got some value from this. And yeah, reach out with any topics or whatever you may have, and we shall see you next Friday. Oh, and Miss RG here does have a webinar launching next week, so stay tuned for that. It will be advertised in a couple of her business pages as well as her personal page, and I'm pretty sure Shannon and I might drop a little thing or two in our stories as well. All right, so thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you next week for another Straight Talk.
Bye.
Have a great